Hello to all you ethical business owners. My name is Susie Fido from Marketing with Ethics, and this is the last one of 2018 of the Facebook Lives that I'm going to be doing, hence the hat. It's only a few days away till Christmas, so I thought I'd come on first of all and say Merry Christmas to all of our members here in the group and all of our followers on our page Marketing with Ethics. It's been a fantastic year, and I really look forward to next year because I really do truly believe that 2019 is the year for ethical businesses. So I'm going to finish off this week with continuing our theme about the marketing strategy, and the priority being to actually know exactly who your ideal customer is. But let me just get some of the housekeeping out the way and get this shared onto our page. So bear with me one moment. So let me just share this. So, hi Victoria, thank you very much for joining us. If you do have any questions, please do post them in the comments. If for any reason I don't see them during the show, I will obviously answer them afterwards. So today we're going to be talking specifically about how to create your ideal customer persona. Now, first of all, let's explain what a customer persona is. This is not to be confused with your ideal target market. Your target market is obviously something you want to be aiming for because this is the kind of customers that you want, but it does tend to be more general. You could be saying, I want women aged 20 to 45, based in the UK that have interest in XYZ and are looking for this. Now, a customer persona is far more specific. This is basically if you could only have one customer, who would that customer be? And build up a profile or persona of everything about them. And I'm not just talking the general demographics, really get into the psyche and the personality of them. And why would you want to do this? Well, quite frankly, when you know exactly what your person is like, who it is that you want to be talking to, you can talk far more directly to them, which means you will resonate with them and people like them. But also it makes it far more real for you. So when you're creating these different marketing activities, you really feel like you're talking to somebody specific. Hi Sharon, thank you for joining us. So we really want to get into that psyche and really feel like we're talking to that one individual person. And how do you do it? Well, you do want to obviously do the basics. Now, I've actually put a customer persona together. I'm going to bring it up so I can remind myself of the exact details on there, although I do know more or less. And what I've done is I will actually share in the blog with you the customer persona that we've actually put together. Or I've actually called it an ideal customer profile. So we have a bit of information, which is the basic bio about them as a person. And then it goes into the goals, and obviously with the goals is their passions. Then you've got the challenges and the fears. Then you've got the kind of activity, and then why you are the best fit for them. And when you've got all of this information together, you can be far more successful and really get engagement when you're acting on social media and when you're doing email marketing or whatever form of marketing that you're looking to do. So what sort of information do you want to gather about them? Now, this may seem a little bit like stalking, and to a certain extent, I guess it is, except that you're not actually physically turning up. Everything that you can find out about them, they've made public on social media one way or another. So give them a name. I'm not saying it has to be a real person's name, but give them a name. Again, it makes them more realistic. I've actually generated a picture of kind of what I imagine our ideal customer would look like. So is it male, female? How old are they? And I'm not saying, they're 45 to 55. I specifically said my customer persona, his name is Caring Colin. He is 42 years old. What is the marital status? Are they married? Do they have children? What is his job title? What is his income? Where does he live? What sort of things does he like? What is he passionate about? What is important to him? Where does he go on holiday? What kind of holidays does he like? What sort of things does he read? And when you really build that up, you get a proper image of exactly what this person is like. Now, this could be based on if you already have that ideal customer and you want to attract other people like him, then him or her, obviously, then really drill down, what is it about him? How old is he or she? What is their details? And again, a lot of this information you can find out by, are they on Facebook? You know, a lot of people put down what books they like, what groups they're in, this, that, and everything else. And you can go and you can see exactly the kind of person they are by the sort of groups they're in, by the sort of films they like, by, you know, what it is that they read, where it is that they hang out, etc. So you can really build that on them. And then you'll find you'll attract a lot more people similar to him. And this is where some people get concerned when it comes to really niching down to who your ideal customer is. They worry that it turns other people away, and it's not the case. What it will do is it will deter the people that are kind of the opposites. And quite frankly, if these are opposite people to your ideal customer, they're not customers you want anyway. You know, these will attract other similar people who have similar sort of ethics, interests, passions, who read similar articles, who are hanging out in the similar Facebook pages and groups, etc. So you'll actually attract a lot more people because you'll be speaking directly to them and they will resonate with you because of it. So once you've got that basic bio about the individual themselves, then start looking into what are their goals. And when we talk about their goals, I want you to consider for them personally, for their family, for their community, for their business, and globally. Again, this will take some looking into, but when you really know what it is that they're passionate about and what it is that they want to achieve, if you're a business to business, you know, wanting to find out what they want to achieve in their business really will help you to say, yes, we are the best person and this is the reason why. So for example, our caring Colin, he runs his own passive house architect, which is green architecture. And one of his goals is for every house to be built using eco-alternatives that benefit the environment. Also, he wants to grow his business to 5 million annual turnover and employ 15 staff. Also, he wants to be recognised as the go-to person for passive house planning. Personally, he actually wants it to be a safer place. One of his fears or frustrations or challenges, which is the opposite side that you look at, his biggest fears is he has 2 children. They're aged 6 and 8, and one of his biggest fears is that there'll not be a healthy planet for his children to live in. So that's one of his family and personal fears and frustrations. Also, as far as the business is concerned, it's about getting people to realise that paying a little bit more in the beginning for eco alternatives not only helps the bank balance eventually, because obviously they do make savings because they're far more energy efficient, but also will help the environment as well. And also one of the other challenges that he's having is creating brand awareness for his actual business. So really drill into both the pain points or challenges, frustrations, fears, whatever you want to call it, as well as the goals, the ambitions, the passions, and everything like that. The next stage will probably be the part that will take the longest, and this is actually to look into his activity. And his activity will help you to work out how you can get him into that buying funnel and whereabouts he will come in, what you can give him to help him to choose you. So, you know, where does he hang out? This is very important because you don't want to put all your efforts, say, into Instagram and you find out that Twitter is the place he will be. So with our caring Colin, he cares deeply about the environment and animal welfare. He actually attends demonstrations to do with animal welfare and environmental issues. He also hangs out in a lot of Facebook groups to do with both issues as well. And he's very, very active in them. So he's very opinionated, very outspoken about his views and his concerns for the future. And when you see the sort of comments that they're putting on in these groups, that will help you get that information. You know, that's how we know he's got 2 children and what one of his biggest fears being that he's concerned there won't be a healthy planet for the future, because this is the sort of thing that he's said within the groups. Also, you want to look, if it's business to business, where their business is actually promoting. You know, are they promoting with a LinkedIn business page, Facebook business page? Do they put a lot of stuff on Instagram? And that again will help you to define, are you the right kind of person for him? Is that the sort of content that he's putting on will hopefully, if he's getting his branding right, will show the sort of ethics, the morals, the direction that his business wants to go in, and therefore whether you are the right person to help him get there. It will also help to find out, you know, what his ambitions are for the business. So doing a bit of trawling around the different social media platforms will tell you a lot of information about both him, also, you know, sort of like I say, the goals, the frustrations, what he wants for his business, and where he sees his business going. It can also help as far as if you see that, you know, he talks about a great book, so you know he's a reader, or he may talk about a great video, so you know he's a more visual person. So how do they like to absorb information? There's no point you sending out tons of PDFs to somebody if they're not the kind of person that likes to absorb information by reading. They may be someone that will actually benefit far better from a quick how-to video. So you could then put something together for him. Also, like I say, actual activity, what sort of thing does he like to do at the weekend? So what is it when he's not on social media? Where is he? What is he doing? What sort of books, magazines is he reading? What newspapers is he reading? And the reason why you want to find out about the sort of stuff he is reading, as in, you know, what books and magazines, because you can then have a look at those kind of things and see the kind of language that is being used in them, because clearly he resonates with them. For example, mine is, he has an online subscription to Green Build. So we know that the kind of way they talk within Green Build is the sort of way that we want to talk to him to get him to actually relate to us. So as you can see, you know, really getting that chunk together helps you to really build this image of exactly what they look like. And it will help you to identify them when somebody like that does appear on your doorstep saying that they want to talk to you. Or if someone even enters the very start of that buyer's journey, you can really concentrate and get them all the way through to becoming a loyal customer. Once you've found all that out about him, the final stage to the ideal customer persona is, why are you the best fit? What is it that makes you or your business better than anybody else out there as to why you can solve his problems, why your solutions are better than your competitors? And a lot of that will come down to personality and your own personal ethics and, you know, what is passionate to you. And the reason for that is because people buy from people. If you're looking at major corporations, unfortunately, they're quite often price orientated. So it could be that on price comparison that you're better. You know, what is their buying cycle like? I know, again, Caring Colin is very, very thoughtful. He's not an impulsive buyer. You know, he is somebody that really does do thorough research. So I know in order to get Caring Colin, I need case studies, I need reviews, testimonials, so he can see exactly what other people are saying about us. And he does go very much on recommendations. So again, we get ourselves onto LinkedIn, find out people who are connected to him and try to get an introduction. So knowing what their signals are like and how they work really will help you to know the best approach in order to get in front of them and ultimately make them a customer of yours. We know about Caring Colin. With him being a passive house architect, we have great experience and have achieved great results for a green architect already. So we have experience with the Google AdWords, which can get him that extra income, the increased revenue, and therefore increases staff. It can get him the brand awareness. And we've already got case studies that we can show him and recommendations from our green architect that can tell him that we are the best people for it, that they've tried others and we've actually got the results that they wanted. In fact, our results have been 1,000% return on investment. Not just that, with him being vegan, with him being an environmentalist, we have so much in common personally. We have a real passion for the environment and animal welfare. You know, we're vegan, we're doing everything we can to make a difference in the world. So from a personal and a professional point of view, we are a fantastic fit for him. So there you have it. This is how to create your customer persona. So just to quickly recap, you want to know the basics, but like I say, get specific. Picture a specific person in your head, whether it's a cartoon character. When I say cartoon character, I don't mean like Mickey Mouse, but I mean as in an animated character, or if you want to find a picture of a real live person. You know, again, it doesn't have to be a specific person. You can use stock photos. Excuse me, bear with me. But like I say, you know, find out things like age, gender, relationship status, job title, income, everything you can personally about them, where they like to go on holiday, what sort of thing they like to do at the weekend, and that builds the bio. Then you want to look at their goals and passions. What do they want to achieve personally, for their family, for the community, their business, and globally? And then what are their fears and challenges about the same things, their personal, family, community, business, and globally? What sort of activities do they do? Where do they hang out? So you know where to even approach them in the first place. What sort of things do they read? So you know what kind of language to use. And then look into why you are the best fit. Now, believe me, this does sound very time consuming. And if you're not 100% sure who your ideal customer is, yes, it will be. But it will be so worth it, because come 2019, you know exactly who you're talking to, and all of your activities will really hit the ground running and really resonate with the kind of customers you want to attract, because you know who you're talking to. Don't waste the first 6 months of 2019 staying general, because then you'll find that the money and the effort that you've put in then far outweighs the effort putting in now to create that customer persona. So I'm going to leave it there. All I can say is we're going to be taking some time off. Unfortunately, we do have to attend a funeral tomorrow, so I actually officially finished today, and we will be returning on, is it the Tuesday or the Wednesday, into the new year, so back on the 2nd. If I am tempted in between, I may put the occasional post in, but please don't expect anything from us. But do feel free to go in. I will still be checking though to make sure that we're not getting any spam content within the group. It's not about promoting your business except on any specific post that we have. But let's be there to help and support each other. And let's really make 2019 the year for ethical businesses. Thank you very much for your support in 2018. And I look forward to a fantastic 2019 for everybody. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. Love you all, and I will speak to you again soon. Thanks for watching.